These stories are heartbreaking.
I was a little kid, between 7 and 11, molested, raped.
You don't have a clue what we all went through.
What brings them here is tragic. In some ways, a victorious day because they finally will get their day in court.
We have the power now. We have the control.
Right now, dozens of sexual abuse lawsuits are being filed around New York, including here in Erie County, and that is because a one-year look-back window established by the Child Victims Act opened at midnight.
So at this point, no matter your age, if you were ever sexually abused, you can now take legal action against your abuser. Victims advocates are working to create awareness of this statewide.
Survivors who were previously told that we were too old or that it was too late to file a civil lawsuit
will now be able to do exactly that.
So you might see that PSA featuring a number of state lawmakers online or even before a movie in theaters. Pictures are also going to be on billboards in Times Square of all places. Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul is not mincing words as advocates unveil this campaign.
If you in your depraved heart had the audacity to touch a child, and I don't care if it was 50 or 60 years ago, your day of reckoning is now.
So many of the cases filed so far in Erie County have come from the law offices of Steve Boyd, which is in Williamsville.
And that's where we find 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Slauson this morning. Jeff, tell us about those lawsuits that were filed overnight.
Yeah, good morning to you both. Those happened just a few hours ago. Take a look at this. 1,200 pages, 96 cases worth of those that are filed through the CVA. Now, the reasoning for those being filed essentially right at midnight is because it's a first-come, first-served basis for trials. So those that were filed first are going to get that first trial date. I talked to Steve Boyd, attorney here, just a couple of minutes ago, and he said that 6 victims had come forward to him and came out as clients with his law firm just since 3 p.m. yesterday. And all of those filings are going to be happening today, and there's going to be more expected through the next couple of hours. But one of them was against the Boy Scouts of America from an incident that is claimed to have happened in the greater Niagara area. And then one other one was against East Aurora Middle School for an incident from 1973. The rest of the filings, all of those, against the Buffalo Catholic Diocese, with many more expected to still be filed. Lawyer Steve Boyd says this is a small step toward getting real action.
Bigger picture is change. We have to bring about change. This child sexual abuse in our country and in our world is a widespread epidemic, and we have to put an end to it, and that won't be finished a year from now, and that won't be finished when all of these cases are over.
Out of the 96 filings, 3 names appear multiple times. Father Becker from St. Peter and Paul in Hamburg had 3 filings dated in the 70s. Father Hayes from Our Lady of Victory and All Saints in Buffalo, 4 filings ranging from the 60s to the 80s. And Father Friel from 14 Holy Helpers in West Seneca, 9 filings, all from alleged incidents from the 60s and 70s. Those red-colored priests that you're seeing right there, those are all new ones that were listed in those filings. The most recent one that was filed was a Dennis Ryder, 1996. Now, it's important to note that he was the first active priest to be removed from ministry as a result of the 2018 sexual abuse scandal. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to have Steve Boyd live to talk about the impact of all of this that it's going to have over the next few days, few months, and few years. For now, we are live in Williamsville. Jeff Slauson, 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, and important to note, this is not just affecting the church. This also affects schools, Boy Scouts, many other organizations involving children and people in power that have abused that privilege.
Expect to hear a lot more of this, and this isn't just today. This goes for 1 year.
Throughout the night, members of the 7 Eyewitness News team in both Williamsville and Buffalo have been sifting through this online court database.
And our team working on adding all of the claims related to the Child Victims Act in a database. So take a look at the sheer numbers of pages our team members have been going through. Again, this is in an effort to shed light on all the accusations out there, and we're hoping to share this database with you in the coming days. So a reminder, right now on WKBW.com, our front page is dedicated to all you need to know about the Child Victims Act as these claims continue to roll in.
5:36 on